2021. May it be a gleaming, happy, prosperous year for you. At this time of year, the Chinese have a wonderful custom. They pay up all their debt before the old year ends. Our two residents of 79 Westful Vista aren't Chinese, but they've adopted this old Oriental custom. And here, just as they settle up for the last of their bills, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
Now we're all in the clear now, eh, Bud?
There's no more bills hanging over us.
Not a single one, folks, except this one. When you sign this paper, your debts are refinanced for another year.
There you are, Bud. Oh, ain't this wonderful, Molly? All our eggs in one basket.
Something tells me we're paying more for the basket than we did for the eggs.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find this a great convenience. For instance, take this item for $500 for a radio phonograph you purchased at the Bonton Department.
No, please, Bud. Let's not talk about that. That's water over the obstruction, as we say on the radio. Well, we all set now?
Yes, indeed, Mr. McGee. Now that we have a chattel mortgage on your home, your car, your life insurance, and your furniture, you have nothing more to worry about.
Well, we'll try and make the payments promptly, sir.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But anytime you don't, you'll find me right at your door.
Right at our door, eh? Well, we'll be seeing you, Mr.
Whoa. Good day.
My, isn't it nice to owe just one big whopping sum of money instead of a mere flock of big bills?
It's wonderful. I feel like I was walking on air. So it could be that I need a new pair of shoes. These soles are so thin I could stand on a phonograph record and tell you whether it was Jimmy Dorsey or Tommy Dorsey.
Well, maybe we can squeeze enough out of the budget to get you a new pair. Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
Here comes Mrs. Uppington.
Uh-oh. Get a load of that new fur coat.
Yeah.
I'll bet them little minks sometimes wonder why they ever get married and have children.
Say, if that's mink, there's many a magician that's pulled a fortune out of a silk hat. She's... Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Uppington? So nice to see you.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. McGee? And Mr. McGee?
Hi, Effie.
How fortunate that I ran into you. I'm giving a party New Year's night. Oh, that's tomorrow night, you know. And I want you both to come.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Uppington. Is it a costume party?
I imagine you would consider it so, Mrs. McGee. It's formal.
Oh, I don't know, Mrs. Uppington. We get around a bit. And I have a new strapless evening gown I haven't even had on yet.
It ain't have you had it on, Molly. It's can you keep it on. You better fill your compact with glue before we go any
Hush,
place.
hush, dearie, hush.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Say, incidentally, you'd better get your tuxedo pressed.
Oh, please, Mrs. McGee. Not his tuxedo. White tie, you know.
Oh, that's for me, Uppy. Nothing snappier than a dark blue shirt with a white tie.
Oh, Mr. McGee, you are so amusing.
Well, what's so amusing about a blue shirt and a white tie? Oh, I get it. McGee, he thinks you're forgetting your trousers. Abigail, you lady.
Oh, but you will come, won't you? And do bring dear Uncle Dennis. Otherwise, we should have 13.
Oh, Uncle Dennis would love it. He'll be there with bells on.
Bells on?
Yeah. He jingles quicker that way.
McGee, he never knows.
Dennis is such an interesting man and so very handsome. Tell me, is it true that he was once a model for Callahan?
Yes, it is, Mrs. Uppington. Quite true.
Yeah, he modeled for Colorado till the automobile came into style and ruined the harness market. Don't let him give you that malarkey, Uppy. He never posed for ads. That was me.
You?
What ads did you ever pose for, dearie?
Why, when I was a mere child. A chubby little rosy-cheeked child. I used to pose for calendars. Remember that one of the little kids that had just been pulled out of the water by the big St. Bernard dog?
Oh, yes, that was always one of my favorites.
Yes, it is.
So you posed for that, Mr. McGee.
Yep, that was me.
Oh, how interesting. And who posed as the child? Oh, but never mind.
You posed for the child. The old moose thinks that I'm going to stand for him.
Say, McGee.
Huh?
Me Uncle Dennis will be pleased to hear he's invited. He doesn't go around much.
His head does. And say, speaking of Uncle Dennis, what's that laying there in the gutter?
What? Where? Oh, that's just an old piece.
Hey, look! A gold watch. Somebody must have lost it.
Oh, it's a beautiful one, too. Hardly any thickness to it.
I can carry that to Uppington's party. I expect to have a pretty thin time over there. Boy, this is my lucky day. I can use a good watch like this.
Oh, no, you can't.
Huh?
You'll find the owner and give it back. Don't forget, you're the president of the Chamber of Commerce. You can't go around stealing watches.
Let's have it appraised. It's worth a lot of dough. I can resign as president of the chamber.
Hey, don't talk like that. We're going to advertise for the owner of this watch. Now, here's the Wistful Vista Gazette office right here. Come on in, mister.
Over here, Mom. Hey, Bud, you the lost and found ad taker?
Yes, sir. Are you lost?
No, I ain't.
Oh, you were found, yes. Did you find him, lady? Well, the law reads that you can keep him for 30 days, and then if nobody wants him, then why should they? Why, you can keep him. That is,
For goodness sake, keep quiet. We want to insert an ad about a watch.
Oh, good gravy, another watch. All I hear from morning to night is watches and dogs, dogs and watches. Dogs, 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 watches, watches, watches. Why doesn't anybody ever lose a waffle iron or a bird cage?
You ain't mad at us because we come in here, are you, Bud?
No, of course not. It's just the monotony of it all that gets me sometimes. Do you want me to help you make out your ad?
Are you an expert?
Am I? Why, see this gold star on my lapel. I won that.
What for?
For abbreviating ads. I can compress an advertisement into such a few words that it's absolutely meaningless.
Well, now, we want this to mean something. We want to do the right thing.
Well, sometimes the right thing is the wrong thing, madam. Did you know what happened to me when I was a little boy? I found $1,000 in a wallet, and I returned it to the rightful owner.
He give you a reward, Bud?
He gave me a slap in the ear for walking across his lawn. That's why I say keep the watch. Nobody will ever know the...
I'll hear no more of this insidious talk. Now, you make out an ad for us, please.
Well,
Something like this. Found watch at corner 14th and Oak Street.
you don't need the word street. Just say 14th and Oak.
Oh, that's right. We don't. Found watch at the corner of 14th and Oak.
You don't need corner either. Everybody knows 14th and Oak is an intersection.
That's true. Well, then say, found watch at 14th and Oak. Owner can have.
May have.
Owner may have.
Recover.
Owner may recover.
No, that's not good. Sounds like it's sick.
That's right, Bud. Quit butting in, will you?
I'm just trying to help.
How did he die in the boat?
Well, I was beginning to wonder. Now, put this down.
It's freaking just
Found
stuck on the cliff kind of,
watch
so
at
just threw
14th
us
and
out of
Oak.
the boat.
Owner may have
It
by
threw us out of the
describing and
boat
paying
off
for
the
this
cliff.
ad. How's that?
Like,
Well, it
I guess
won't
it
take
was
the
a really
Pulitzer
good
Prize for literature. However, you're paying for it. Do you want a box?
Yes, I do, Bud. Take off your glasses and
No.
Nice
No, sir,
try,
I mean a box number. Or do you want your name and address on the ad?
Well, just say call or phone Fibber McGee, 79 Wistful Vista. Now, how much do we owe you?
$1.95.
here you are, Bud. $1.95.
Oh, gee, thanks. Hey, gee, I just took in $1.95. $1.95? Yeah, wonderful. Now we can go to press. Hey, boys,
I got him meant to do it. I was eliminated by a teammate.
ahead and sit down and relax, Molly. I imagine the calls will start coming in any time now.
They adjourned
I
before.
hope nobody shows up to claim this watch.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Not only beautiful, it's smart. Most intelligent watch I ever saw.
Intelligent.
Yeah, look, it's got Arabic numerals, a Swiss movement, and
That's not easy to
time and
drive
English.
in the
Come in.
I got.
Fibber McGee lives here.
I'm Fibber McGee, Bud.
Well, I came to claim the watch I lost.
Can you identify it in any way?
Oh, yes, I can. It has my name on it.
What is your name, Bud?
Hamilton Boulevard Waltham of Elgin, Illinois.
Well, we're sorry, sir. This is a long genie with a light brown hairspring.
Oh, sorry.
Does that watch keep pretty good time, dearie?
Search me. According to that clock on the dining room wall, it's pretty fast.
Well, that isn't a clock, that's a barometer.
Huh? Oh. Oh, that's right. I thought half past cloudy was a little vague.
Hey, hey, Fibber, Molly, did you find the watch?
Yes, we did, Mr.
Now,
Wilcox.
don't tell me, Harlow, that
Look, did you find it at 14th and Oak Street?
Yes, we did, but
Did
what?
you find it about 11 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, but you'll have to...
Well, look, just before 11 o'clock, I jumped a puddle at the corner of 14th and Oak. I was in a hurry, see? Because I was giving a demonstration of Johnson's self-polishing glow coat at one of our dealers.
Oh, you mean you think this watch
Well,
fell out?
look, I dashed over to this dealer's store to show them how glow coat is so quick and easy to use and requires no rubbing or buffing and dries to a mirror-like polish in 20 minutes or less. So I was really hurrying, you see.
Look, Harlow, as the cannibal said when he tasted the soup, you're a fine broth of a boy. But if you want this watch, you got to describe it to us.
Oh, the watch isn't mine. I had mine at the demonstration because I noticed that the glow coat dried to a grand hard polish in exactly 18 minutes and 12 seconds. And they ordered 3 carloads. So it just goes to show how useful a good watch can be. So I hope you can keep it. Well, so long now.
Someday we're going to be in a situation where Harlow can't tie up a sales talk with us.
I wonder what he'll do then.
I know what he'll do. He'll be so mortified he'll lay down and bang his head on the floor. Only it won't hurt the floor because he'll see that it's been protected with a beautiful coat of Johnson.
Well, I hope this isn't somebody else that hasn't lost the watch. Come in.
Oh, hi, Bud. I suppose you can... Hey, ain't I seen you somewhere before?
It's quite possible. I came in to claim the watch you found at 14th and Oak Street this morning.
Can you describe this watch?
Oh, certainly. It's a gold watch. Arabic numerals in the second hand. No barber chain, round stem, 17 jewels, Swiss movement. So shoot the Bruin to me, Bruin.
I'd rather I'm afraid you're right, Bud. I'll just make out a receipt.
Wait a minute. Hold on, McGee. I know this man.
Huh?
He's the man at the Gazette office who took our want ad this morning.
What?
We showed him the watch then, don't you remember?
Oh, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But I always say, now let's see, where's my next stop? Oh, yes, lady found diamond necklace. If I don't have better luck the rest of this week, I'm going to start asking for a salary.
Why, that dirty jipper, he'll never get anywhere with that crooked business till he gets sense enough to wear a false mustache or something. Of all the shady... Oh, another one. Hello? Yeah, we found the watch. In the gutter at 14th and Oak. Huh? What do you mean, why can't we mind our own business? Why, you big... Hello? Hello?
Who was that?
Business manager of the Street Cleaners Union.
Hi, mister. What you doing,
Oh, hi, little girl. Oh, we're just sitting here watching for watch wanters. What you want?
I thought maybe you'd like to come over to our house and place my electric change.
No, thanks, just the same, sis. But I wouldn't deprive your father of that pleasure.
Oh, he isn't playing with it anymore, not since you blew out the fuse.
Oh, I see. So you want me to come over and locate the short circuit?
No, I want you to come over and locate Papa.
I'm sorry I can't make it, sis, but I got to hang around here. What else did you get for Christmas besides the train?
Oh, I got a lot of things. A pair of skates and a suitcase and a Molly dolly and...
Hey, wait a minute. What's a Molly dolly?
The kind that says Heavenly Days.
What else did you wangle out of Kringle?
Oh, I got a new game, Dad Rabbit.
Now watch your language there, sis. This is a family program. What game you talking about?
Dad Rabbit, I told you.
Now, just a minute, sis. You don't seem to know what I'm driving at.
What are you driving?
I'm not driving anything.
But you just said.
No,
But I heard just Dinkley say.
But I didn't. Look, little girl, how about going back to the beginning, huh?
All righty. Ready?
Okay.
Hi, Mr. McGee.
Hello. No. All I want to do is find out the name of the game. That's it.
That's it.
What's it?
Gee, mister, I've been trying to tell you all along the name of the game is Dad Rabbit.
Huh? Oh, come now, sis. There's no such game as that.
There is too, I bet you.
Oh, no, there's not, I bet you.
Oh, yes, there is, I bet you.
Oh, well, how do you play it?
Well, everybody gets a card with a lot of numbers on it.
Yeah?
And then a man starts calling out these numbers, and everybody puts beans on his numbers, and pretty soon one of the players says, bingo. And then everybody else yells, Dad Rabbit. Goodbye, mister, and a Happy New Year.
The King's Men sing the winter song.
Oh, a song by the fire, pass the pipe, pass the bowl. Oh, a song by the fire, with a skull, with a skull. Oh, a song by the fire, pass the pipe, with a skull. Oh, the wolf wind is waiting at the doorway, and the snow drifts deep along the road, and the ice stones are marching from their Norway, and the great white coal walks abroad. Zoom, 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 zoom. But here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Aha, we are one and we have a heart's desire. For here we're good fellows and the beechwood and the bellows and the compass and to live in the pledge of fellowship. Oh, here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Aha, we are one and we have a heart's desire. For here we're good fellows and the beechwood and the bellows and the compass and the live in the pledge of fellowship. Of fellowship. For here by the fire we defy frost and sun. Aha, we are one and we have a heart's desire. For here we're good fellows and the beechwood and the bellows and the compass and the lift in the pledge of fellowship. Oh, here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Aha, we are one and we have a heart's desire. For here we're good fellows and the beechwood and the bellows and the compass and the lift in the pledge of fellowship. Of
Well, nobody's playing the twat for quite a while, Molly. Looks like it's mine, all right.
Not for 30 days, dearie. After all, you... Here, stop tapping on that crystal.
Oh, this don't hurt. It's an unbreakable crystal, so you... Just I'd have swore that was an unbreakable crystal.
When did you become an expert on watch crystals?
Took a course in the chemical structure of glass once. You see, the thing that makes a crystal breakable or unbreakable is the microscopic arrangement of the little mollycoddles.
What? You mean molecules?
I do not. A molecule is an old-fashioned handbag.
That's a reticule.
Go on, a reticule is when you make fun of somebody.
Now you're thinking of ridicule.
I am? Then what's a mollycoddle?
A sissy.
Well, and I was right the first time. This crystal is a sissier and never would have broke. I guess I'm wrong.
Oh, there, McGee.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Hello, Mrs. McGee.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What's this I hear about you finding a valuable watch?
Yes, we found it at 14th and Oak Street this morning, Mr. Gildersleeve. Been advertising for the owner. Show it to him, dearie.
See, Gildy?
Yeah, crystal's broken.
McGee just did that. He discovered that the molecules are mollycoddles.
He did, huh? You know, I'll bet that'd be very funny if I knew what you were talking about. Look, McGee, You bent one of the hands when you broke the crystal.
I did? Which one?
The second hand.
Second hand from the right or from the left?
Just the second hand, you dumbbell.
I was trying to snipe
That
someone
little
in
tiny
a
hand.
helicopter.
Oh,
I just
there.
witnessed
Here,
them
let me
jump
straighten
out
it for you,
and
Key.
die like I did.
I've got a steadier hand than you have.
Oh, yeah? Your hand shaped like a grass skirt at a stag party. I'll do this myself. Lend me the loan of your Boy Scout knife.
Okay.
I always was a whiz at fixing watches.
McGee is part Swiss, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes?
Yes. When he was a little tiny baby, they always used him to bake mousetraps with.
Oh, quit kidding. Can't you see I'm doing a delicate job here? Now, let's see. If I take out this little screw on the side here.
Wait a minute, McGee.
Huh?
Now, this is no place to do a job like that. Take it out of the dining room table so you can keep track of the parts.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Look, boys, if you're so afraid of losing part of the work, why don't you go sit in the bathtub and take it apart?
Oh, my goodness, what a silly idea.
It is not a silly idea.
It is, too.
It is not.
Quit arguing with my wife, Gildersleeve. If she says to go sit in the bathtub, that's where we'll go sit.
Uh-oh, excuse me. 79 Wistful Vista, Molly McGee speaking. Yes? Well, can you describe the watch? Yes. No, that's that's not a very good description. I'm sorry.
Didn't they describe it accurately, Mrs. McGee?
No, they never said a thing about the crystal being broken or the second-hand bent. Just another faker, I guess.
Well, come on, Gildersleeve. Let's get in the bathtub.
All right, McGee. Oh, boy, this ought to be fun, eh?
Better take off your shoes, boys. I don't want that tub all scratched up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 4.
After you, McGee.
Oh, you first, Gildy. And you sit in the front end, will you? It makes me dizzy to ride backwards.
Oh,
Pick up the whole
Do you
tub.
think
why don't
that's
you get a
the
bigger
best
tub?
part?
There. Now make sure the drain pipe is stopped, will you, Molly?
Too bad Mr. Wilcox isn't here to put the plug in.
Somebody pushed the pillow away.
All right, boys. Here's the watch, and the jackknife, and 2 hairpins. Now go to it.
You comfy, pal?
Yeah, okay.
I hope to goodness this isn't a violation of the Wagner Act.
What you mean, Gil?
Oh, you know, laying off the hands and closing down the works without notice. You get it, folks? I said.
Ain't funny, McGee.
I didn't say it.
Well, you would have if you'd have thought of it first.
Sit still now, Gildy. Now, let's see. I take this thing here and...
What's that, McGee?
Search me. All I done was to pry up a little on the face of it.
How?
Like this. I just...
Oh, dear, that lovely, beautiful watch.
My goodness, I haven't seen so many wheels since the mill made the covered wagon. McGee, let's play wagon train, huh? Isn't this fun, though?
Say, wait a minute, boys. I think the hot water faucet is leaking a little.
What you say, Molly?
I think the hot water faucet is leaking.
Oh, that. Well, shut it tight, Molly. We don't want any water to get on these delicate parts.
Oh, I'm sorry, boys. I'm really sorry. I must have turned it the wrong way.
That's okay, Molly. Nobody got wet but Gildersleeve.
Don't mind me. I never saw a watch get its face washed before.
Quit giggling, Gildersleeve.
Huh?
And get your foot out of my pocket.
Oh.
Now, let's see. If I unscrew this little...
I'm certainly glad this isn't my watch, McGee.
Hey, you know what we've been doing wrong, Gildersleeve?
What?
We've been starting on the wrong side.
Yeah?
We should have took the back off first.
The back. Oh, goody. Let's try it, McGee. I love to see the springs jump out.
So here, Molly, you hold the back cover, will you?
Certainly, dearie. You want me to get in there with you?
Might be a little crowded, this point. As it is, I keep banging my head against the soap dish.
Oh, that's okay, Rocky. On you, that ivory looks very good.
Oh, heavenly day. McGee, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What's the matter now?
Look, there's an inscription inside the back here.
What?
There is?
Imagine that, McGee. What's the poor sap's name?
Listen, the inscription says, Happy New Year from the boys at the factory to our beloved boss, Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
Before Fibber and Molly return, I'd like to suggest one more resolution for you during 1941. And here it is. To save work, to save your linoleum floors, resolve now to do away with floor scrubbing. Resolve now to protect your floors the easy modern way with Johnson self-polishing glow coat. Continuous scrubbing ruins linoleum. Glow coat protects it, makes it last longer, keeps its colors bright and fresh. And in a bargain, glow coat takes practically no work at all. It needs no rubbing or buffing. Just apply and let dry. And in 20 minutes, your floor is sparkling with beauty and is easy to keep spotless. If you haven't been using Glow Coat in 1940, try it in 1941. And once again, may I wish you, on behalf of the makers of Johnson's Wax and Glow Coat, a happy, useful, and prosperous 1941.
Say, Molly, next time me and Gildersleeve get in the bathtub to fix a watch, remind me to have that leaky faucet fixed.
That's a good idea. 3 drips in one tub is too many.
Oh. Well, have a good time tonight, everybody, but drive carefully. Good night.
A Happy New Year to you, and good night, all.
This is Harlow Wilcox, speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat, inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night.
Many of you are going out in your car tonight. Before you take the wheel, take a good look at the finish and ask yourself, why haven't you given your car a beauty treatment with Car New, Johnson's sensational new auto polish. Car New, you know, actually cleans and wax polishes in one operation. In half the time it used to take. Car New will make your car sparkle, will make the finish easier to keep clean. In fact, you'll agree with others who say your car looks like new when you use Car New. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly, written by Don Quinn, with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. The show opens with My Mind's on You. Here we are again with that old problem, how to remember to write 1941 instead of 1940 on the top of our letters. May I suggest an easy way to solve that problem? Get out your pencil and paper and write this sentence 10 times. This is 1941, and I am going to use Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat on my linoleum floors this year. If you keep that resolution, you'll be doing yourself a great favor, because Glow Coat not only saves time and work, but it saves you. Saves your hands and your back by doing away with tiresome floor scrubbing. Glow Coat also saves your linoleum because it makes it last much longer. It keeps it fresh and new-looking. Glow Coat needs no rubbing or buffing. That's why it's called self-polishing. Simply apply and let dry, and in 20 minutes, your linoleum floor is something to be proud of. If you're not already using Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat, don't put off trying it. Well, now that the McGees have refinanced all their last year's bills, all they have to worry about is 1941, or in other words, from now on. And here at the 14th National Bank at 14th and Oak, Wistful Vista, drawing $100 for current expenses, we find, guess who?
Now, here you are, cashier. Give us $100, please.
How do you want it? What denomination?
Never mind that. You go to your church and we'll go to ours. You just give it to us in cash.
Yes, madam. But what size bill?
Hey, look, Bud. For once in my life, I want to feel prosperous. Give me a crisp, crackly $100 bill, will you?
Don't you need some small change, dearie?
No, just a quarter for the parking lot, and I got a quarter.
Here you are, Mr. McGee. A $100 bill.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. $100 bill. Ain't it beautiful? Come on, Molly, let's go out and see if we can meet a few friends.
I don't think you should have got that $100 in one bill, dearie.
Huh?
Better let me carry it.
Oh, no, I'll carry it. I only hope we meet Gildersleeve. I'll pull this bill out kind of nonchalant and just stand there and watch his eyes
Was
bug
that
out.
true?
Or Mrs. Uppington.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'd love to flash this on her. As it is, she thinks we're very impeculiar.
You mean
You
impecunious, dear?
I do not. Impecunious is when you do stuff without thinking.
That's impetuous.
I thought impetuous meant a gal that doesn't care.
No, that's non-competitive.
Oh, well then... Well, what does impeculiar mean?
There isn't any such word.
There ain't? Well, that just goes to show you how stimulating it is to carry a flock of dough. I get my mitts on a $100 bill, and the first thing you know, I'm making up new words.
Well, keep 'em clean, dearie. Here's the parking lot, and you better let me take that money.
Oh, no, I'm of age. You know I never lose money. Hey, Bud, get my car, will you?
Okay, mister. 2 bits, please.
Okay, here's the quarter, Bud. Whoop! Hey, grab that quarter. Grab that quarter.
I think it went under this car here, Mr. Attendant.
I don't see it, lady.
Well, it rolled over that way, I think. Hey, Molly. Molly, it didn't go that far.
It didn't?
No, come out from under that Cadillac. You see that quarter anyplace, Bud?
No, I don't.
Well, give him another quarter, dearie.
I ain't got another quarter. You give him a quarter.
I haven't got a cent with me.
Well, look, Bud, all I got with me is this $100 bill, see? I guess that'll show I'm responsible.
Hey, aren't you Fibber McGee, the actor?
That's right.
I thought so. Put that stage money away and show me 2 bits in cash. Hurry up. I ain't got all day.
Now, wait a minute. After all, there's a quarter laying around here somewhere. You let us take our car, and when we drive away, you'll be able to find the quarter.
I'm sorry. No quarter, no car.
Well, guess we better go back to the bank.
We can.
Why not?
It's 10 after 3. The bank's closed.
Oh, they'd open up again for a good customer.
I know, but that doesn't do us any good.
Oh, I know. We'll walk up to the Elks Club, and I'll pay my back dues. Shucks, they'll be so glad to get them, they'll change this bill without blinking.
How much are your back dues?
You see, I'm paid up through 1938. There's a 1937. A couple of assessments and locker fees. Poured the cloth on the pool table in 1939. Oh, about $97.
I see. So you'll come out of the Elks with only $3.
Yeah.
Why, that's enough to set your tooth on edge.
Ah, dear.
I know it.
Well, I guess we'll just have to tramp around town and find somebody to change this bill before... Uh-oh, we're safe. Here comes Mrs. Uppington. And for once in my life, I'm glad to see the old moose.
McGee, stop referring to Mrs. Uppington as an old moose.
Oh, well.
For shame. And you who pretend to love animals. Why, it's...
Hello, Abigail, darling. So nice to see you, and I do mean nice.
How do you do, Mrs. McGee? And Mr. McGee?
Hi, Uppy, how much dough you got?
Well, counting my stock in United States Steel, my AT&T, and my government bonds, I don't consider it any of your business, Mr. McGee.
Now, look, Abigail, he wasn't being personal. That was just his tactful way of asking how much you have on you.
Well, I have on some long woolen please. Oh, it is still not any of your business.
Hey, Uppy, look. You see this? $100 bill.
Oh, yes, but please stop waving it in my face, Miss McGee. Don't you realize that paper money is simply laden with germs?
Well, that's the first good news I've had today. I'd love to get caught in an epidemic of $100 bills.
Mrs. Uppington, to make the whole thing short and sweet, can you make change for this?
To be equally short and not quite so sweet, Miss McGee, no, I can't. And if I may presume to advise you, I think you're being rather silly to carry such a large sum of money about.
Oh, don't worry about me, Uppy. I'm used to handling big hunks of Mazuma. Why, when I was in vaudeville, I used to carry a roll of bills as big around as your arm.
Oh, bigger, McGee. She's pretty skinny in the arm.
Miss McGee,
Yes, sir. I not only carried my own money, but everybody in Vaud owed me dough. Vaudeo Doe McGee, I was known as.
All right.
Bodie Joe McGee, voted by a variety of the versatile virtuoso of the violin, the viola, and the velocipede, voyaging from Venice to Venezuela via Vancouver and Vicksburg with a valise full of various valuables, very ventriloquist with the voice and vocabulary as vociferous and valuable as the volcano Vesuvius and vice versa. Very vain of my vocation as a vowel and verb vocalist, voicing and versifying the valuable volumes of Virgil, Verdi, Voltaire, and Cinchel, with a figure and a verb and a boom and a bim, a Vanderbilt, a vaudeville, and I was him.
I think we should go back to the parking lot, McGee, and look for that quarter you lost.
What? Me with $100 bills rubbing around in the dirt for a measly 2 bits? Why, that's like asking R.J. Reynolds to roll his own cigarette.
Look, dearie, you've tried to get that bill changed in 5 different places, and I'm getting tired of walking. And I'm cold, too, and hungry. How far are we from home?
Tomorrow night, eat Flint. Oh, about 2.5 miles. You tired, Ma?
Am I tired? I'm so tired my calves are mooing at each other. If you hadn't been so careless about losing that quarter,
Hey,
why...
wait, look. Ain't this where the old-timer lives?
Search me, is it?
Why, sure. There he is in the window. Hey, old-timer. Hey, we want to talk to you. Stick your head out the window. Hello there, kids. Happy New Year.
Heavenly days, you stuck your head right through the glass, Mr. Oldtimer.
Ain't that what Johnny told me to do? I just said to stick your head out. Why didn't you open the window? Didn't want it. Too cold.
Well, look now, Mr. Oldtimer, we have a $100 bill that nobody can change. How about lending his cab fare home?
Can't.
Why not?
Turn on the door New Year's Eve. Well, how about driving us home in your car? Can't.
Why not?
Ain't got any pants, sir. Let 'em doing the rumba New Year's Eve. And how about lending us your car for a couple of hours? Can't.
Why not?
Ain't got a car. Wrecked it New Year's Eve. Well, I guess that's that then. Well, I'm sorry to bother you, old-timer. As the ball player says when he kissed the third baseman goodbye, I better be getting home. Yes, and as the boy says when he joined the Army, I better be getting in before the draft gets me. Just a panic, Molly. Me with $100 bill in my pocket, and we can't even buy a ride home. Anybody think... Ooh.
What's the matter, dearie?
My foot, I'm getting a blister, I guess. Let's walk a little slower, Molly. So
Well, hello there, Fibber. Hello, Molly. Just the people I wanted to see.
You're just the guy we wanted to see, too, Harlow. Look, can you...
Hey, wait a minute. I want to show you a letter. It's from the sponsor. It says, Dear Harlow, the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat.
Get on with the letter. We know what they make.
Quit interrupting me. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat wish to express their appreciation of your work during the past year.
Heavenly days. Mr. Wilcox has got a job, McGee. Where are you working, Mr. Wilcox?
Doggone it, they mean my work on this program.
Oh, that. Well, go on.
You have done such a wonderful job of telling people the real merits of Johnson's wax, of its hundreds of uses in protecting and beautifying surfaces against scratches, dirt, and wear, and of its manifold benefits.
I think the manifold gets pretty hot to use Johnson's wax on, but
Quiet, dearie. Go on, Mr. Woodcock.
Well, that's about all, but the best part is that they enclose 5 $100 bills as a Christmas present. Isn't that wonderful? Look, you ever see one before?
yeah, we've seen one before.
And that's every cent I have with me. Not another nickel. Imagine that. Hey, can you lend me a couple of bucks till I break a bill? Hey, what are you laughing at?
Believe it or not, Howard, we were just going to ask you the same thing. Look, all we got is a $100 bill, too.
Well, imagine that. That's one for Ripley, isn't it? Hey, here comes my wife. She'll give me a ride downtown. Hey, Wilcox, give me a lift.
Hey, Harlow, how about it, Harlow? Can you drop us at our house? I got a sore foot.
Sorry, pal. Don't you see the sign on our windshield? No riders? Step on it, sweetie pie. I'm late. So long, folks.
Hey! Well, I'll be an old Hemingway Express.
You're not Hemingway. You're not even Ernest. If you were, you'd have spent more time looking for that quarter you lost.
Oh, well.
2 miles from home, and here we stand.
Oh, take it easy, Molly. I'll stop in somewhere and call somebody. Gildersleeve will drive down and rescue us.
What are you going to use for a nickel to call him up?
Huh? Yeah, I never thought of that. Let's see, somebody ought to.
Hi, Mr. McGee, hi.
Oh, hello there, little girl. Where are you going?
Down to candy store and buy some candy, I bet you.
Oh.
Look, I got 4 cents.
Oh, 4 cents, eh? Sure you ain't got 5 cents?
No, I just got 4.
What say we make a deal, miss? You lend me your 4 pennies until tomorrow, and I'll give you your 4 pennies back and 25 pennies to boot.
To boot who?
Not to boot anybody. I mean 25 pennies interest. Then you'll have 29 pennies. Think how much candy you can buy for 29 cents?
No, thanks, mister. I'd rather have a sucker today than be one tomorrow, I always say.
Oh, you would, eh? Let's discuss this a little further. I think we can still make a deal somehow. Oh, I know. Look, I'll tell you what. You give me your 4 cents today, and I'll give you $1 tomorrow. Is it a deal?
Here's partner.
That's fine. Give me the penny.
Here you are.
Thanks, sis. Ah, you're a fine little girl.
I know it.
You've helped us out of a bad spot, sis. Aren't you glad?
Yes, I is.
You mean, yes, I am.
No, I mean, yes, I is.
Well, that ain't dramatic, sis. It ain't proper to say I is.
It is too, I bet you.
Well, what's your authority?
Well, what's the 9th letter in the alphabet?
I is.
You see? I had you there. I'll see you tomorrow morning early. So long, mister.
Well, now we're getting somewhere, Molly. Now I can call up Gildersleeve.
Now, wait a minute, McGee. 4 cents isn't a nickel, you know. What are you going to do for the other penny?
Oh, I got one on my watch chain, see? My lucky piece.
Oh, yes.
It'll have a hole in it, but it's still good. Wait till I yank it off. Hey, now come on in this cigar store while I call Gildy. Hey, Bud, give me a nickel for these pennies, will you?
Okay, mister.
Thanks. Now, where's the telephone? Oh, here it is. Oh, hello, operator. Give me the residence of Throckmorton P. Gil... Huh? Oh, is that you, Mert?
Oh, dear.
How's every little thing, Mert? Yes, eh? What's say, Mert? Your little brother. I'll bet that made his hair stand on end.
Oh, heavenly days. What made his hair stand on end, dearie?
He hung a carrot from the top of the rabbit hutch. Look, Mert, I'm trying to call Gildersleeve because we're stuck downtown. Hello? Hello? Mert? Hello? Hey, Mert! Answer me, Mert! Hey, Mert! Give me my nickel back! Mert! Hello?
The King's Men sing, I Hear a Rhapsody.
When you're near to me, my dear, and when you say you that cry, they all convey a lovely rhapsody. And when I hear you call so softly to me, I don't hear a call at all. I hear a rhapsody. And when your sparkling eyes are smiling at me, then soft through the starlit sky, I hear a rhapsody. My days are so blue when you're away. My heart longs for you, so won't you stay? My darling, hold me tight and whisper to me, then soft through the starry night, I hear a rhapsody thrilling me, and then I'll know you're
Oh, Mert, answer me. I want my nickel back. Hey, Mert. Can't you hear me, Mert? It's me, Fibber. Hey, Mert. Ah, Dad rather luck. We were cut off, Molly.
So I gathered.
Hey, Bud. You got change for a $100 bill in the cash register?
Brother, all it is, mister, is 87 cents, 3 IOUs, and a box of false teeth.
Okay, come on, Molly.
Well, how does your big bill look to you now, Pelican?
Now, that helps. Now I know what they mean by cold cash, Molly. This asset is frozen so hard it looks like the Green River in February. Oh, boy, I'd like to sit down and take this shoe off. My feet are killing me.
Hi there. A Happy New Year to you, my dear. And a fantastic 41 to you, too, Burp Twerp.
Well, thank you, Mr. Boomer. The same to you.
Hi, Boomer. Hey, can you change a $100 bill?
Why, certainly. I've changed thousands of them.
Fine.
What do you want to change to? A $500 bill? If you change it too much, the great white father down in Washington is liable to become slightly annoyed.
No, Mr. Boomer. You don't understand. We want the bill broken.
Yeah. We need some smaller bills.
Oh, I see. How do you want it, Lord Can?
Anyway, just give us something we can spend, that's all.
Certainly.
Down.
I have a number of small bills right here somewhere. I'll put those small bills. Bills. Here's the memo to visit my lawyer's office. My late uncle left me an alarm clock, and I must wind up the estate. Message from Sheila the shoplifter. Says he got into an argument with a couple of detectives who was dragged in by the heels. His pawn ticket for a smoking jacket. Yes, all that's left of a hot overcoat. Bottle of peroxide for my old gray mare, just to make it a horse of a different color. And a check for a short eggnog. Well, imagine that. No change for 100. As the union organizer said when he dug the buckshot out of his agent, somebody's popped my ticket. Well, good day, my dear, to you, Bob Frank.
I don't see.
What's the matter, McGee?
My foot. Must have a blister on it. Oh, what a day.
Well, hello there, folks. Lovely day for a walk, isn't it?
No, it ain't, Gildersleeve.
We're not walking from choice, Mr. Gildersleeve.
No.
McGee lost our last 25 cents and we couldn't get our car out of the parking lot.
Well, Chuck, I couldn't...
What makes you so clumsy? My goodness, you even play cards like you had boxing gloves on.
Oh, yeah? You ain't any gazelle yourself, you pigeon Zabo.
I'm not as ham-handed as you are.
Oh, no.
Look, I've got long, tapering fingers, like an artist.
Yeah. You got a long, tapering nose for other people's business, too.
You're a hard man, McGee. And by George...
No, look, Mr. Gildersleeve, look.
You up to me.
We'll forget the last quarter. The lost quarter.
Yes, the lost quarter. Lost it in the first quarter. You got change for $100 bill, Gildersleeve?
Well, I don't know, McGee.
Well, usually when I carry a wad of $100 bills, Gildersleeve, I carry some small stuff, too, but that's caught short today.
Yeah? Well, give me that baloney, McGee. A wad of $100 bills. I'll bet you carry a roll that would choke a June bug. Here, let me see that bill.
Okay, take a good look.
Well, what are you picking at it for, Mr. Gildersleeve?
I want to see if it's genuine. It hasn't got any little silk threads in the paper. It's no good.
Oh, maybe we should have got a written guarantee from the worm that spun the silk, Gildersleeve. Matter of fact, I tried to get one, but he wiggled out. Don't you get it? I think
Ain't funny, McGee.
I know it. Kind of repulsive, too. Well, Gildersleeve, how about it?
Well, I guess it's good, all right. I mean the bill. Here. Here's 3 20s, 3 10s, a 5, and 5 1. How's that?
Gee, thanks, pal.
I'll have a lot of fun flashing this $100 bill at my friends.
Ah, yes, famous last words. Well, good day, Mr. Gildersleeve.
So long, folks.
So long, Gil.
Oh, goody. $100 bill.
Ah, boy. Great guy, Gil. Well, come on, Molly. Let's call a taxi cab now.
McGee,
Huh?
don't you realize where we are?
What do you mean?
Look, we're right in front of our own house.
Oh, sure. We walked up.
Sure.
Well, come on in. I got to do something about this.
Heavenly day. Home sweet home.
Hey, I wonder who... Get me some iodine, will you, Molly? I think I got a big blister on my foot.
Oh, let's see it, dearie.
Wait till I get my shoe off. There, shucks, I wouldn't...
What was that?
What was what, Molly?
I thought I heard something drop.
You did? Must have been some... Hey, look, I ain't got a blister at all. Must have been a wrinkle in my sock. Oh, boy, what a relief. I thought for a while...
Look me in the eye.
Which one?
Both of them. What did I hear drop when you took your shoe off?
Oh, yeah. What did it sound like?
You tell me.
Did it sound like the quarter that somebody might have dropped and couldn't find, and there it was in his shoe all the time?
It did.
It was.
I'd like to talk just for a moment to the new housewives in our audience. Will the rest of you who've heard my story before pardon me for a moment? Your grandmothers tried to keep their linoleum floors clean by continually scrubbing them, putting down newspapers while they were drying. What did that continuous scrubbing accomplish? First, it was hard work. Second, it never really kept the linoleum clean. It never protected it. And third, it actually in time ruined it. Cracks and bumps appeared, the linoleum split and had to be renewed. But that was before the days of Johnson's self-polishing glow coat. You'll never have a linoleum floor problem again once you start protecting your kitchen floors with this easy-to-use floor polish. Glow Coat needs no rubbing or buffing. It's self-polishing. It dries in 20 minutes, leaving your floors sparkling with beauty and protected against scratches, dirt, and wear. Easy to keep clean, colors fresh and bright. So let me urge you to buy a can of Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat right away and save yourself many hours of work all year.
Well, that was some hike we had, wasn't it, Molly?
Certainly was, dearie. Shall I get your house slippers for you?
Oh, no. You're tired, too. I'll get them. Where are they?
On the shelf in the closet.
In here?
Yes.
Good night.
Good night, all.
This is Harlow Wilcox, speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat, inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night.
Attention cars. Have you tried Johnson's sensational new auto polish called Car New? Do you know that Carnew has cut the job of wax polishing right in half, makes the cost very low? Carnew actually does two jobs at one and the same time. Cleans and wax polishes your car in one operation. So now it's a cinch for you to keep your car new looking. And everybody knows it's more fun driving a shiny car than a dingy one. Buy a can of Johnson's Carnew right away, spelled C-A-R-N-U. This is the National Broadcasting Company. This is Chicago, WMAQ.
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly, written by Don Quinn, with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. The show opens with Love Is. Ever say to yourself, oh boy, I feel lazy today? Well, don't let it worry you if you do, because you've got lots of company. No one denies that work is man's greatest need and almost his best friend. But that doesn't mean unnecessary work. Take your floors, for example. You could go on scrubbing your linoleum floors all your life, and what would it get you? Well, an aching back and red hands for yourself, and ruined linoleum in the bargain. So you wisely protect your floors with Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat, saving yourself unnecessary work, keeping your linoleum always bright and shining, making it last longer. And with the hours of time you save with Glow Coat, you can do important things that perhaps you've had to neglect. Reading, playing with your children, feeding your friends. Johnson's Glow Coat saves work because it's self-polishing. It needs no rubbing or buffing. Look for the familiar red and yellow Glow Coat package at your dealer. The McGees attended the piano concert last night, and since then our hero has been in an artistic daze. The idea of learning piano has opened new and even more wistful vistas to him. And here on their way to the music store to arrange for piano lessons, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
But I'll be pretty popular at parties when I get so I can really slap a Steinway around.
Oh, yeah? You thought you'd be pretty popular at picnics when you took up the mandolin, too.
Oh, well,
But who was it that was always sent back home for more potato salad?
No, piano's different. It's got class.
You realize what it's going to cost you to take piano lessons?
Oh, what I save on barbers will pay for the lessons.
How so?
Did you ever see a musician with a haircut? Come on, here's the music store.
Yes, sir. Something in musical instruments, sir? We're having a special today on sweet potatoes, $1.95. 2 1/4 with gravy.
Does this store arrange for piano lessons, Bud?
Only with the sale of a new piano, sir.
Oh, well, we could use a new one. What do you got in the way of pianos, Bud?
Stool. But we could move them to one side if you didn't mind standing up to play.
Now, look, McGee, we're not buying any new pianos. We haven't paid for the one we got yet.
Okay, now look, Bud. How about a book on piano playing for beginners?
Oh, certainly, sir. Here's one right here entitled Cantatas for the Kiddies, or How to Make a Louse Out of Straw.
Okay, wrap it up.
Oh, but McGee, that's for children. You don't want...
I ain't proud. I got to start at the beginning, ain't I? I don't expect to be on a par with Fritz Kreisler overnight.
Kreisler is a violinist, sir.
Didn't he play the piano?
No.
Oh, then I am on a par with Kreisler. That's encouraging.
You're also on a par with Gene Autry's horse. He can't play the piano either.
Here's your book, sir. $2.
Okay, Bud, here you are.
Oh, thank you. And I sincerely hope, sir, that you get along nicely with your music. I myself am by way of being a composer, you know.
Oh, how interesting. What have you composed, sir?
I wrote an impressionistic little thing for string ensemble. It was a descriptive piece about a man waiting outside the maternity ward.
Ah.
Oh, that's a kind of a cute idea, but...
Yes.
What'd you call it?
Hubby Lobby. Well, good luck with the lesson, sir.
You know, Molly, I got a feeling this marks a turning point in my life.
You've had so many turning points, you'll soon be known as Whirling Fibber McGee.
No? Well, Holly!
there, daughter. Hello, Johnny. What you doing?
Well, McGee just decided to take piano lessons, Mr. Oldtimer.
That's so. I come from a musical family myself, kid.
Oh.
Papa was a surgeon, and just to relax, he used to play tunes on his saw.
I'll bet his patients love that.
We never knew. Trees don't talk.
Oh, he was a tree surgeon, huh?
Yep. Spent 4 years as an intern in a lumber yard.
I had a cousin that was a tree surgeon, specialized in optical work on bird's eye maples.
Oh, McGee.
That's pretty good, Johnny. But that ain't the way I heard it. The way I heard it. You play any other instrument, Johnny?
Used to, when I was wooing Molly here, I used to play the mandolin on canoe rides, but she made me give it up.
What for, daughter?
Because I got tired of doing all the paddling, that's why.
Oh. That's pretty good, too, daughter. But that ain't the way I... by the way, you read music, Johnny?
I did once, and I can pick it up again pretty fast. Why, when I was a kid, I studied for a long, long time under the famous Professor Ware. Long Underwear McGee, I was known as.
That's pretty good, Johnny, but...
Long Underwear McGee, the mighty mucky muck of the metronome, making mugs, mediocre musical mucks muddling through a mess of monotonous medleys, making millions marvel at the minor melodies made into magnificent masterpieces by the miraculous movements of my magic net, nipping many a maestro as I modulated from march militaires and minuet and G, and that's the story of Long Underwear McGee.
Can't you give that tired old piano a rest? I've had 3 phone calls from the neighbors complaining about the noise.
I can't stop now, Molly. I'm just getting the hang of it. 1, 2, 3.
Getting the hang of it, huh?
3, 4.
Why, it'll be years before you can even play chopsticks without getting a nasty note from the Chinese ambassador.
Oh, I don't know. I'm catching on pretty fast. The only thing that bothers me is these pedals underneath. I don't know which is the brake and which is the clutch. Maybe it's...
McGee, Mrs. Uppington is at the door.
Oh, she would be. Well, give the old war horse some hay and slap her into a stall.
After all, you know, she's the one who gave us the tickets to the concert. Come in, Abigail, dear.
How do you do, my dear? And how do you do, Mrs. Well, I didn't know you were a pianist, Miss McGee.
Didn't you, honest, Uppy? Yeah.
And I dearly love piano music. Oh, tell me, do you know Schubert's Unfinished Symphony?
No, I don't, Uppy. I started to add that to my repertoire once. And then I thought, shucks, why learn that till it's finished, then I can play the whole thing. So I never took...
Oh, my, how amusing.
Me too.
I studied piano myself, you know. Oh, yes, my instructor always said the nicest things about my contrapuntal bravura.
Did you slap his face, Abigail?
Oh, Mrs. McGee.
Well, what do you have to say about your piano playing?
Oh, I was a very brilliant pupil. I won scholarship after scholarship. Why, the moment I would enter one conservatory, they'd give me a scholarship and send me somewhere else. Oh, it was a very disappointing experience.
Yeah, so I see. I always said they made those piano stools too narrow. Say, incidentally, Abigail, we want to thank you for your tickets to the concert. We enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, though personally, I thought the guy was pretty high-hatted. In one number, when he got going pretty hot, I tossed 4 bits up on the stage, and all I got was a dirty look.
Well, I hope you get along nicely with your practicing, Miss McGee. Oh, may I try your piano?
Oh, sure, go ahead, Uppy. Those ain't in very good shape. We've used it so little, some of the keys have even turned black.
Let me see now. Yes.
Oh, heavenly days, McGee. Why, she can give you the lost chord with nothing.
That's pretty fair country piano playing, Uppy. What was the name of that number?
Oh, that is a little folk song I picked up in Brittany, Miss McGee. It is called Traitez-moi, mon père, oui, à la mesure.
Meaning what?
Beat me, daddy, 8 to the bar.
Oh, and you were going to show her how to play the piano.
You wait, I'll show you. Wait till my teacher gets here.
Your teacher?
Yep, I looked up a piano teacher in the classified directory. She ought to be here any minute now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1. Hey, Molly, what's an octave?
An octave, dearie, is 8 notes.
It is?
Yes. Remember that dirty octave we got from the piano company last month?
Hey, Molly, I was just passing by when I heard you dusting the piano, so I thought I'd drop in and suggest that little Johnson's wax.
Oh, no, I wasn't dusting the piano, Miss Wilcox.
That was me, Harlow. I was practicing my piano lesson.
You taking piano lessons?
Well, laugh if you want to, but I've started this thing and I'm going through it.
Well, let me know if you get stuck on any technicalities.
Why, Miss Wilcox, are you a musician?
Oh, in a way. I'm an expert in domestic harmony. For instance, I keep harping on the fact that housework is much less treble if you take sharp measures in your flat to bar dust and dirt with Johnson's wax. Johnson's wax gives you, as a matter of course, the key to a better scale of living. So go over to your nearest dealer and see the man at the counterpoint to Johnson's wax as the major product of its kind. Do it today.
Heavenly days. You know what you deserve for a sales talk like that.
Sure, Molly, but it won't hurt because I have a pillow stuffed in my pants. See?
Oh, you saw it coming, eh?
Yeah, I call this my pun cushion. See you later, folks.
See the man at the counterpoint to Johnson's wax. Of all the truth. As the barber says to the guy that was just getting out of the chair, what'll he think of? Next? Oh, well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ain't this a panic, Molly? Here we've had the piano all this time, and I never knew it aloud. Now that I was a musician, hard to play piano and talk at the same time. I never knew now that I was a musician.
Shall I say it?
That's right.
That's nothing. My grandfather was 8 years old before he discovered he was not so generic.
I thought he ate meat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5 dead. Ratted anyway.
Now, what's the matter?
My thumbs, they're too short. Maybe if I put thimbles on them, they'll be able to...
Oh, dear, I hope that isn't another neighbor to complain about your practicing. Come in.
Excuse us, please. Is Mr. McGee living here, please?
You betcha, sis. I'm him.
Well, I'm the teacher. You're calling me out for some music lesson.
Oh, yes. Come right in, dearie. Come right in. Here's your little pupil right here. Pupil, here's teacher.
Hi, sis. Let's get started right away. What do you say?
No, certainly. What kind of piano are you wishing to learn, please? Classic, jitterbugging, conservative, or boogie-woogie?
All of them. I want to be a finished pianist as soon as possible.
That's funny. That's exactly what I want you to be.
Now, you ain't got the right attitude about this, Molly. Here I am about to bring art and culture into our drab lives, and what do?
No, I just stand here like little Audrey and laugh and laugh and laugh.
Okay, but I say I'm going to learn piano, and I'm going through with it. Now, look, Mrs. What's her name?
Though my married name is being Highwater.
Oh, what's your first name, dearie?
Helen.
That's right, I'm going to learn piano in spite of it. Now, come on, sis, give it the teeth.
Certainly. First is sitting on the piano stool, relax.
Here, don't go to sleep, dearie. Just relax.
Then it's placing the fingers on the keys like this. Such interesting hands you got there.
What you mean, sis?
Well, I'm also being our fortune teller, Mr. McGee.
Oh.
Yes, from the lines on the hands, I'm telling you our past, present, and future. For instance, from this line here, I am seeing that you are naturally very domesticated.
Oh, why, she's wonderful, McGee. That's where you cut yourself with the piano.
Go on, sis. What else do my hands say?
It's looking like bad news. There is something about a financial difficulty in the near future.
There is, huh? Shucks, that won't be anything. Incidentally, how much you charge for piano lessons?
$20 for a half hour.
Oh, heavenly days. Why, that's
Oh, no, you don't, sis. That's too much. I won't pay it. Sorry you had your visit here for nothing, but the deal's all off.
Shall I call you a taxi cab, dearie?
Thank you, no. My taxi is waiting outside. I told him I'll be right out.
What? You told the taxi? How did you know?
I told my own fortune before I left home. Goodbye.
The King's Men sing Old Rocking Chair.
Old rocking chair's got me, no doubt about it. Cane by my side, can't do without it. Fetch me down them spirit boys before I tan your hide. Can't get from this cabin, I ain't never going away nowhere. Just set me here grabbing at the flies on my rocking chair. My dear old Aunt Harriet, I know that way up in heaven she be. Oh, send me down, sweet chariot, for the end of my trouble I see. Oh, rocking chair gifted, I do believe that judgment day is here. Chained to my old rocking chair, rocking chair, rocking chair, rocking chair, rocking chair. Oh, rocking chair's got me. Can't give 'em a sigh. Oh, away I wanna dream, son. Don't wanna tan your hide. Can't get from this cabin. Can't go nowhere. Just set me here grabbing at the flies around my rocking chair. My dear Aunt Harriet, in heaven she be. Send me down, sweet chariot, for the end of my trouble, the end of my trouble I see. Oh, judgment day is here. At last I'm gonna leave this old rocking chair.
Say, McGee, did you have this much trouble learning the mandolin?
I should say not. When I took up the study of the mandolin, I sat at the feet of one of the great masters.
Oh, and what did he do?
He kicked me. So I taught myself, just like I'm going to teach myself the piano.
Now, look here, McGee. What's the idea of irritating the whole neighborhood with your infernal rum-titty-bum?
I ain't going rum-titty-bum. All I'm doing is...
Stop it! Stop it, for goodness sake! Oh, this eternal do-re-mi has me frantic.
You mean this?
Oh, Richard!
Oh, for goodness sake, Mr. Gildersleeve, quiet.
Well, I'm a music lover.
You a music lover. Spanish serenader. That's a laugh, Gildersleeve. Why, you wouldn't know the old oaken bucket if somebody stuck your head in it, and I think they ought to.
Is that so?
Yes, that's so.
You're a hard man, McGee. And by George, this time you've gone too far.
Well, he knows the way back.
You trifled with me once too often, McGee. If I had a tape measure, I'd beat you within an inch of your life.
Oh, yeah? Don't get gay with me, you big blimp. I'll let you have it. And between me and you, you could use a little.
Between me and a little what?
A little it.
Now listen, boys, here, let's not quarrel. You're getting all mixed up here, the both of you. McGee's piano studies won't last long, Mr. Gildersleeve. It's just a passing fancy with you.
It's never no such a thing. I started learning piano, and I'm going through with it.
Look, little chum, let's get together on this, huh?
Okay, Gil, let's get together. You sit next to me, and we'll both go.
No, stop it! Stop it. What I meant was, can't we make a deal? How about selling me the piano? I'll pay any price that isn't downright fantastic.
Oh, we can't sell it, Mr. Gildersleeve. It isn't ours.
Yeah. Whose is it?
Wistful Vista Piano Company. Still owe a few back payments on it.
Back payments, eh?
Yeah.
Very interesting. As a matter of fact, the president of the piano company is a very good friend of mine, McGee.
Oh.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, if you excuse me, I have to go see a man about a dog.
Well, so long, Gildy.
Goodbye, Fido.
Fido? What do you mean by that?
Search me, dearie. But look, now that you've begun to use this piano, hadn't you better finish paying for it?
Oh, they ain't going to make trouble after all these years. Maybe I'd better call them up so I'm straighten it out. Give me the phone.
Here you are.
Thanks. Hello, operator. Give me Wistful Vista. Oh, is that you, Mert? Hey, Mert, give me Wistful Vista 9999, will you? Thanks. Hello, is this 9999? Huh? Oh, what number is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Mert. Hey, Mert, what's the matter with you? I called 9999 and you give me 6666. Huh? Oh, I see. Well, never mind. Thanks.
How'd you happen to give you 6666 instead of 9999?
She says they got her so busy she's standing on her head. Well, I better get on with my practice. Well, as Fibber McGee says when he heard somebody knocking at the door, who's that?
Search me. Come in.
We're from the Wistful Vista Piano Company, Doc. Come with piano.
It's 3%, buddy.
Oh, now, wait a minute, folks. You can't do this to me. A friend of mine is a good friend of the president of the piano company. He was going to speak to him about them back payments.
He did.
Uh-oh.
Gildersleeve. Why, that dirty lump. Now, look, fellas. I'm studying how to play this thing, see? You don't want me to grow up in ignorance of the finer things in life, do you? You don't want to stunt my character by denying me the cultural advantage.
Grab that end of the box, Charlie. Okay, come on.
Hey, it won't go through that door. How do you get it in here?
Well, we've had the door weather stripped since we bought the piano, boys. You can't get it out without damaging the door.
And if you make one mark on that door, I'll sue the piano company for breach of plenty. See?
He's got us, Charlie.
Oh, no, he ain't, Pussy. That's a big window over there. We can get it out that way. Open it up.
Oh, well, there goes your musical career, dearie, right out the window.
Oh, yeah? Well, they can't do this to me. Drop that piano, you big palooka. Oh, I didn't say it on my foot.
Easy now, Charlie. We'll go through the window, okay?
I got it, Pussy. Oh, no, you don't. If you take that piano out of here, you'll have to take me with...
Okay, it's a deal, bud. Come on, let's have it.
McGee, let go of that piano. You can't... Are you hurt, darling?
No, I guess not. Give me a hand back through the window, will you?
Come in, you poor lad.
There goes my watch. McGee, I'm proud of you. You mean for putting up a fight for that piano?
No, for your musical persistence.
What you mean?
You said you were going to go through with it, and you did.
Oh, sure.
Probably no floor in your entire home gets harder wear than your kitchen floor. It gets heavy traffic, wet and muddy feet track across it regularly, and it gets more than its share of things spilled on it. In fact, your kitchen floor might easily be called your problem floor if it weren't for Johnson's self-polishing glow coat. This easy-to-use floor polish has simply eliminated that problem altogether. First, because Glow Coat protects the linoleum against wear and bad weather, guards the linoleum surface against scratches and dirt penetration. Second, because Glow Coat makes the linoleum floor beautiful, makes it gleam and sparkle, keeps its colors like new. Third, because Glow Coat actually makes the linoleum last much longer. And fourth, because it saves you so much hard work. Johnson's Glow Coat needs no rubbing or buffing. Simply apply and let dry. And in 20 minutes, your floor gleams under its protective polish. Put Glow Coat on your next shopping list.
Well, I told you, Molly. It takes more than a guy like Gildersleeve to get the best of a McGee.
I'll say it does, Dee.
Yes, sir.
You'll have to leave now.
Why?
The Wistful Vista Piano Company warehouse always closes at 6.
Okay, Bud. Good night.
Good night, Howard.
This is Harlow Wilcox, speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat, inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night.
If you own an automobile, you'll be glad to know about Car New, Johnson's sensational new auto polish. Whether your car is old or new, you can improve its appearance, increase its trade-in value, add to your pleasure of driving simply by giving it a Car New beauty treatment. All of this at low cost and with very little work, because Car New both cleans and wax polishes at the same time, in half the time it used to take. Write this down on your memo pad tonight. I want to wax polish my car with Johnson's Car New, spelled C-A-R-N-U. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
This is Chicago WMAQ.
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly, written by Don Quinn, with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. The show opens with Let's Break the Ice. The other day I was talking to a friend of mine, a woman who has a very nice home and does her own work. Somehow or other, the conversation, as you might expect, happened to swing around to Glow Coat. You know, Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat. I'll tell you what I like best about Glow Coat, my friend said. Of course, I know that it saves me hours of work because it's self-polishing. But what pleases me most is that it keeps my kitchen so cheerful. And I hate to have to get dinner in a gloomy kitchen. Well, there you are. One very good reason for using Glow Coat on your kitchen floor. It makes it more cheerful. Keeps the colors of the linoleum fresh and bright. Keeps the floor sparkling with a beautiful, long-lasting polish. Protects the linoleum itself from wear. Makes it last longer. And all this in addition to the fact that Glow Coat, because it needs no rubbing or buffing, saves you the work of floor scrubbing. So, I ask you, do you have Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat on your linoleum floors? When a man enters this world, his clothes don't mean much to him as long as they're comfortable and there are no pins sticking into him. When he grows up, though, style becomes pretty important. And finally, he gets over that and completes the cycle by throwing style out the window and demanding comfort again. Which, roughly, is the subject for discussion at 79 Wistful Vista between Fibber McGee and Molly.
And furthermore, Molly, what's the matter with this tooth? Just maybe it needs a little pressing.
A little pressing?
Yeah.
Look at the knees of those pants.
Well,
They look like we've been smuggling cantaloupes in them.
well, I never claimed to be no dude. I dress for comfort. I can't wear spats and a cutaway coat and when will we two meet again collar when I got to run down and fix the furnace every couple of hours.
Well, that's not the point. Look at Mr. Gildersleeve. Look at Mr. Wilcox. Look at Uncle Dennis.
Oh.
They always manage to look well dressed.
Ah, they're a bunch of featherheads. All they think of is clothes. They can have the pleats. Give me the wrinkles. Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, hello there, little girl. What's on your mind? Just what you want. What was the underlying purpose of this unexpected intrusion into our domestic tranquility?
You want to know what I came in for?
Now you're cooking with gas, sis. Yes, what you want?
Well, I just gone into business, mister.
Oh, you have, eh? Well, I'm always glad to see a tyke turn into a tycoon. What's your biz, sis?
Well, I've muscled into the Valentine racket, mister, and gee, I got a swell line of stuff, too, I bet you.
Well, never let it be said that Fibber McGee was deaf to the plaintive cry of sentiment, though you might be wasting your time, sis. Mrs. McGee is the only one I'd send a Valentine to.
Oh, no, she is.
Oh, yes, she is.
Oh, no, she is.
Oh, yes, she is.
Oh, no, she is.
Oh, well, who else would I be sending a Valentine to?
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Gildersleeve?
Sure. He's going to send you one, I bet you.
What?
A 25-center, too.
He is? Honest? Gee, I'm glad you told me, sis. I ain't going to be outdone in neighborliness and friendship. I'll send him one. You got any that cost 50 cents?
Sure, here's one right here. Look at all the pretty lace on it, too.
Oh, that ought to be great for Gildersleeve. How does the verse read, sis?
It says, quote, when the river of life is dark and muddy, I'll still have you, my pal and buddy. Unquote. I got an awful cold tonight, Mr. McGee.
That's funny. I don't feel anything at all.
Well, that's a pretty sweet Valentine, all right. Old Gildersleeve is my pal and buddy, too.
Why, sure is.
In spite of the fact that we have our little squabbles.
Have you?
Have I what? I said, have I what?
Have you got little squabbles? Have you?
Why, sure don't everybody.
No. My papa tried to raise squabbles once, but he never got me a little squabble.
Well, let's skip the ornithology and stick to humanity, sis. I'll take this Valentine.
All right, here you are, mister.
Yes.
And I hope Mr. Gildersleeve doesn't feel bad because his wasn't as pretty as yours.
Oh, well, never mind that. It's the sentiment that counts, sis. What does his say, by the way?
It says, quote, if there's one thing I abhor, it's that nasty little boy, that shrimp who works me through the court, the little squirt who lives next door. Unquote. So long, mister.
Old shrimp that lives next door, eh? I'll fix that. What were we talking about, Molly?
Well, we were talking about your appearance.
Oh, yes, my opinion.
Well, it's so discouraging.
Discouraging?
When I think how dapper you looked when we were married, you with your fancy vest and your pointed toes, and your hat turned up in front and all.
Remember that yellow top coat I had with the black velvet collar?
Yeah.
Ah, that was pretty hot stuff.
Yeah. And that long ivory cigarette holder you carried?
Yeah. Them sweet cap rolls.
Ah, there. Inhaled every puff, too.
Now you just don't seem to care. Of course, you haven't got the athletic build you used to have.
I have, too. I got a better build now than I had then. I'm more filled out more.
Where?
Well, never mind. If I wanted to, I could make Wilcox and Gildersleeve and Uncle Dennis look like a bunch of old Okies.
Oh, go on.
Shucks, take away them open work shoes and padded shoulders of theirs, and what would you have left? 3 sneers from the draft board.
Now, don't give me that, McGee. Why, you should have heard what the tailor said when I took your other suit out to be mended again.
What'd he say?
Again?
Well, I told you, Molly, that suit was too old to be mended. I asked you to give it to the Salvation Army.
I did. And they sent it back. Sent it back with a basket of groceries. Well, I guess I'll spend the rest of our married life here and people make unkind remarks about that careless old man, Fibber McGee.
That's right, I ain't old, and I ain't careless.
Why, of course you're not, dearie.
Oh.
You just like to be comfortable, that's all. Personally, I love you with your elbows all shiny and your trouser cuffs sprayed like that. What if you do bulge in the wrong places?
I do not bulge in the wrong places. Here, look at this chest expansion.
What was that?
I busted my belt. Well, I needed a new one anyway.
Well, why don't you go downtown and get one now? Maybe you could get a new suit to go with it, huh?
Well, I might have said that. Come to think of it, I will. I'll go get a whole new outfit right now. I'll get a flock of duds that'll make Gildersleeve and Wilcox and Uncle Dennis look like hitchhikers on Tobacco Road.
Good. Why, when I make up my mind, come in.
Hello there, Driver. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, old-timer.
I'm the new milkman. Want any milk today?
No, thank you, Mr. Oldtimer. We're going out and we'll probably eat downtown.
And believe me, old-timer, when I get back, I'll look like a page out of Esquire. I mean pretty, not petty.
That's pretty good, Johnny. But that ain't the way I heard it. The way I heard it, one feller says to the feller, says, how come you been stepping out with that Eskimo nursemaid for 6 months? Well, says to the feller, this is her night out. Don't you get it? Well, sure you don't want any milk today, kid?
No, thank you, Oldtimer.
No, okay. Come on, Elsie. Watch them steps now.
Hey, wait a minute, Molly. Before we go inside the store, let's look in the window here a minute.
All right. Let's see what the well-dressed dummy is wearing this spring.
Nothing personal.
Did you think there was?
Well, I'd hope there was. I always wanted to cultivate the air that a clothing store dummy has got. Kind of nonchalant and supercilious and haughty and all stuff like that there. Takes 6 generations of money in the family to achieve an expression like that.
Yes, it's strange how often a vacant face goes with a full pocket. Which ought to give you a very expressive countenance, dearie.
Hey, look at that silly-looking suit there. Third from left. It's Chevrolet, ain't it?
No, you mean Chevy.
I do not. Cheviot means Russian, like in the Cheviot government.
That's Soviet.
Oh, no. You're thinking of Serviette, ain't you?
No, a serviette is an accent.
It couldn't be. Russians don't use napkins. They grow beards instead.
That's what I've been trying to say. You'll have a beard down to here before I let you buy a suit like that.
Well, I don't want it anyway. Personally, I go for that outfit in the middle there. One with the green tweed coat and the yellow sweater and the fawn-colored pants.
Oh, my.
I seen a photo of Bob Hope wearing a combination like that.
Well, that's different. Bob Hope is a successful actor.
What's he got that I haven't got?
Two things.
Huh?
He's successful and he's an actor.
Well, shucks, if he's... let's get inside quick. Here comes Mrs. Uppington.
Too late. She sees it. And speaking of clothes, you take a good look at her.
Yeah. Fur coat by Bergdorf Goodman, shoes by I. Miller, and a face by a cross-eyed sculptor with a hiccup.
Well, you can't be greasing old war horse a new harness, for instance. Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Uppington? So nice to see you.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. McGee? And Mr. McGee.
Oh, Uppy.
We were just commenting on how lovely you look today, Abigail.
Yeah. New coat, Uppy?
Yes, baby lamb.
Oh, really, cutie pie?
She needs the coat of baby lamb.
Oh, well, speaking of clothes, Uppy, I'm down here to get me a new outfit myself today, myself.
Really? Well, I don't blame you.
If you're referring to the suit I got on, Uppy, I admit it looks a little tired, but when I bought it, it was pretty snappy.
Yes, sir. It was the first English group in town.
English slip.
English straight.
Oh, blue slip straight, let's stop it. But I should imagine you'd be a very difficult person to fit, Miss McGee.
What do you mean, Abigail?
Well, I mean, Miss McGee, that you would be high, wide, and handsome if you were a little higher and a little handsomer.
He is a little wide, isn't he, Abigail? It's a sleeper jump between his handkerchief and his wallet.
Okay. You girls go right on and have fun at my expense.
Oh, please don't take it seriously, Mr. McGee. In fact, I was pretending your appearance to a group of ladies at the club just this morning.
Oh, that was sweet of you, Abigail. What did they say?
Oh, they said something about Mr. McGee always looking like a scarecrow.
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh, but I immediately rushed to your defense, Mr. McGee.
You did?
Yes, I did. I said, indeed. And why should he not look like a scarecrow? He has to do something to protect all that corn. Well, goodbye.
All that corn. Well, did you hear that old turtle, Stubbs? What does she know about style? Why, Molly, you look better in a kitchen apron than she does dressed up for the governor's ball.
But you're wrong, dearie. When it comes to putting on the Waldorf, I can't hold a candle to her, much as I would like to if it was lit. Now, come on in, let's get you some clothes.
Hey, boy, this is a pretty doggy place, ain't it, Molly?
Yes, but now don't you forget you're used to walking upstairs and saving $10.
Yeah.
This is the first time you ever bought a suit at sea level.
Yes, sir. Have you been waited on, sir?
Oh, hi, Bud. Let me see something in a snappy suit of clothes.
Yes, sir. Just have a chair, sir, and I'll show you some samples. Have a cigarette, sir?
Oh, thanks, Bud.
Would jam care for tea?
Oh, yes, I would, and a ham on rye.
The jam is very amusing. Now then, sir, just what sort of a suit did you have in mind? Would you like something in a sack?
You better put it in the box, Bud, so I will get all wrinkled in the sack.
Oh, so. No, sir, I meant what style? What was the purpose of this suit?
What's the purpose of any suit? To keep you from getting pinched, ain't it? Come on, Si, quick talk.
Suppose we approach this problem from another angle, sir. Did you have any particular material in mind?
Yeah, what?
McGee, you're a riot.
Kill me, too.
I'd love to shop with you.
Joking aside, Chauncey. What material do you think would fit my personality best?
Do you cover this herringbone material? It drapes beautifully, and...
Oh, that's a lovely suit, McGee.
Boy.
Must be very expensive, though.
Yeah, think how many little herrings must have gone into a yard of that. How much is that there suit there, Bud?
Well, sir, that suit is about...
There, just a moment, my handsome young tailor. And I don't mean Robert.
Oh, good day, Mr. Boomer.
Hello, Mr. Boomer.
Good day, my dear. And a tittering Tuesday to you, Titmouse.
Hi, Boomer.
If you'll permit me to interrupt for one moment, I have a complaint to register in this emporium.
Oh, certainly, Mr. Boomer. We're in no hurry.
What's the matter, Horatio? Buy a shark skin suit and discovered they dipped you out of a pin?
It was Gabardine, Gabby. And at the next tone signal, it will indicate that I have converted your primitive skull into a Chinese gong.
Was that complaint in reference to that suit you're wearing, Mr. Boomer?
Certainly was, Watchma. Now, let me see. Complaint. Now, where did I put that complaint? Here's a short length of lead pipe I took away from a girlfriend last night. Stunning creature. Certainly was. Postcard from Sheila the shoplifter. Says she's in jail with the measles. Yes. I knew she'd be spotted sooner or later. The check for Sean Bear. Seems to have been a very brief routine, don't you think? I wonder what... Oh, yes, that was my complaint. Not enough pocket. I'll send the suit back tomorrow. Good day, gentlemen, and to you, fragile, fresh, and fragrant.
How much did you say this herringbone suit is?
$125, including alteration.
Oh, including alterations. Well, how much without the alteration?
$42.50.
Well, we'll take it and I'll make the alterations myself.
You make the alterations? Oh, okay, wrap it up, Bud. And make it snappy. I gotta go buy a hat.
You can get a hat in our haberdashery department there, right through the archway.
Okay, thanks. Ah, you know, Molly, I took a shine to that suit the minute I set eyes on it.
What was that, Fibber? You took a shine to what?
Oh, hello, Mr. Wilcox.
I should have known better than to use that word shine. Wilcox, you grab at a cue like a Chinese barber.
McGee just got himself a new suit, Mr. Wilcox.
Yeah. From now on, Howard, you can be the second best dressed man in Wistful Vista.
Well, being well dressed is a matter of business with me, chum. I can't go in dressed like a bum and talk to dealers about a high-class product like ours.
Somewhat.
Why? Everybody knows that Johnson's Wax is the finest protection for floors and furniture that money can buy. And I'd be pretty silly to interview a dealer or a wholesaler with the back of my blue serge pants looking like a personal demonstration, wouldn't I? But look, if you want my advice about clothes, Fibber...
I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. I forgot more about clothes than you'll never know, Wilcox.
Oh, now,
Well, I have. Why, back in Peoria, I become so well known as a style setter that I still get letters now and then addressed to Fibber McGee, Esquire.
Yes, but in buying clothes now...
Why, when I walked into a clothing store and slipped into a coat, the salesman would just stand there and glow. Glow Coat McGee, I was known as. Glow Coat McGee, greeted from Gossip to the Golden Gate as the gaudy Callahan of the giddy get-up, getting the gals goo-goo and gaga with my glorious gray gabardine, shot my galoshes and Gary's garters, garnished with green and garnished gewgaw, graceful and gay and green and grenadine, and getting the goat to guys like Gable with the glittering grandeur of my golf and diamond. A gorgeous Goliath would know at a glance was Glow Coat McGee and his gunny sack band.
The King's Men sing Clementine.
In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, dwell the miners, 49ers, and his daughter, Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, very sorry, Clementine. She was light and like a fairy, and her boots were number 9. Packing cases, strung with laces, were the shoes for Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, very sorry, Clementine. Oh, she was driving little ducks to one, and the steeple clock to strike a 9. When she caught her foot, stumbled on a good, tumbled down into the brine. Oh, my darling, oh, my pretty little darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry, Clementine. Her ruby lips above the water floating bubbles, soft and fine. Alas, I could not swim, the fish picture boy say Clementine. Oh, my darling Clementine. And now she's married to the picture boy. That's how I lost my Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my pretty little darling. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine. I knew I lost your love for me. And gone forever, gone forever. Dreadful sorry, Clementine. Dreadful sorry, Clementine.
You wish to see something in a hat, sir? But I wish to be something in a hat. Show me the best boiler you got.
Yes, sir. What size do you wear?
Well, he takes the 67 inches with a haircut, 7.5 for the other 50 weeks of the year.
Any preference in color? Oh, give me something snappy, bud. You got a green one with a red feather and a band?
Oh, certainly, sir. Several of them. Very swanky, too. Now, here's our latest Alpine model. Green felt, well trim, and 2 feathers, one on each side.
Oh, that's wonderful. If you could wiggle your ears, McGee, you could fly home in that hat.
I'll tell you what, bud. Just put a stack of these Katie's on the counter here, and I'll try them on one at a time.
Certainly, sir.
Now, here
Here you are. Full range of styles, sir.
Well, now, see, there's too many of them here. I'm kind of confused.
How about this fuzzy gray one, Jimmy?
Oh, no, that's too shaggy. I'd be coming out of the barber shop with my hat parted in the middle.
Oh, there, folks. Imagine meeting you here. Buying a hat, McGee?
Who, me? Why, no, Gildersleeve. I come in here on a checkup survey for my cousin, Yehudi McGee. He's my midget cousin, you know.
Yes, and very prominent in the hat industry, too.
A midget? What does he do in the hat industry?
He crawls into the hats and ties them little white bows in the back of the sweatband.
Yehudi, eh? Well, that's very good, McGee. Now, if you'll stand aside, I'd like to select a hat.
Say, McGee was here first, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, I think there's room for both of these gentlemen.
Well, if you think that, you've never been in the same room very long with both these gentlemen.
You can pick out a hat when I get through, Gildersleeve. I get first choice.
Well, your choice would never be my choice anyway, McGee, so you go ahead.
Don't worry, I will, and I'm going to take my own sweet time about it, too.
Sure, why not? What's an hour or so in buying it when you wear them for 7 years?
Oh, he does not wear them for 7 years. They look like that because he works. Here, dearie, try this one on.
Okay. Oh, but I don't like the shape of it.
Oh, that's one of our newest models, Mr. McGee. It's a pork pie. Haven't you got one made out of rye crisp? His head is too fat now.
Now, you pipe down, Gildersleeve. I'll take a feather out of one of these lids and knock you down with it.
Why, you pediculous little runyon.
Who's up on you?
You get smart with me, and I'll scatter you around like a Sunday paper.
Oh, now, gentlemen, let's not have any acrimony.
Why should they want acrimony? They're both still married.
They are? Well, congratulations, gentlemen. I hope you'll both be very happy.
Now, let's see. That rat is Gildersleeve. Quit messing around with them hats. You're getting me all confused.
I've got a right to look at them if I want to. How much is this hat, clerk?
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve...
Put that hat down, Gildersleeve. That's fine.
It is not.
It is, too. I laid it there when I started trying them on. Give me that hat.
I will not.
Wait a minute, McGee. I don't...
Never mind, Molly. I can handle this. Gildersleeve, if you don't let go of that hat, I'm going to skin you alive and use your hide to find the first edition of For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Why, you pernicious little anemic. You couldn't skin a grapefruit without getting lost among the rest of the little squirt. You let go of that.
Oh, no, you don't.
Gentlemen, please, let me settle this for you. I can...
You stay out of this.
But I work here.
Then quit. Come on now, Gildersleeve. Give me that hat.
McGee, you're going to tear that hat.
Well, it's my hat. I can...
Oh, dear. Now, look what you did.
One of you men will have to pay for that showcase.
All right, McGee. But you haven't heard the end of this. I'm going in and see the manager about this. By George, the man said, by heaven, I'm
Listen to the big crybaby, Molly. Listen to him. Now, I'll teach him you can't swipe my hat and get away with it.
But, McGee, I don't...
I'm sorry you had all this trouble, Mr. McGee. Now, let's get right down to business and select a hat that really...
Nothing doing, bud. I ain't finding any hats in a place that allows that stuff like that there to go on. I'll go right on wearing my old one. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Cost much less. Come on, Molly.
All right.
Come on, let's go. Well, anyway, I sure got a bargain in that suit, didn't I, Molly?
Well, I don't know about the suit, McGee, but you got a rare bargain in that hat.
What you mean?
You didn't have a hat on when you went in there.
Fibber and Molly will be back in just a moment.
And now I'd like to offer a word of advice to everybody who has bought new linoleum this year or who intends to buy some soon. Wouldn't you like to know how experts advise caring for linoleum? Both linoleum manufacturers and housekeeping institutes advise strongly against scrubbing. Continuous scrubbing weakens the surface, causes it to crack and split and wear out before it's time. The recommended way to protect your linoleum floors is with Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat. This easy-to-use floor polish protects linoleum against wear and scratching. Actually makes linoleum last much longer. Glow Coat gives a sparkling, long-lasting polish, preserves the beauty of the color. And all this in addition to saving you hours of work, because Glow Coat needs no rubbing or buffing. Simply apply and let dry. In 20 minutes, your floor is gleaming with new beauty. Will you take my advice? Just try Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat once.
Oh, McGee, look at all the lovely valentines in the stationer's window.
Yeah, but I was going to get you a box of candy for Valentine's Day. You know, like I always do.
Well, I don't know.
You don't want a box of candy?
No, dearie, make it a valentine.
Oh.
You can't send me that and then eat it all yourself.
Good night.
Good night, all.
This is Harlow Wilcox, speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat, inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night. Hello? Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. Fibber McGee and Molly have just gone off the air. Yes, next Tuesday again. Yes? Yes. Oh, well, I can answer that. The name of that new polish for automobiles is Johnson's Car New. It both cleans and wax polishes your car in one easy operation. You simply apply it to the finish after washing, let it dry to a white powder, wipe it off, and there's that showroom shine again. Remember the name, Johnson's Car New. C-A-R-N-U. Better try some. You're welcome. Goodbye. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Fibber McGee and Molly. Fibber McGee and Molly. With Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick LeGrand, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The show opens with Here's My Heart. Ladies and gentlemen, fate is about to knock at the door at 79 Wistful Vista. And here in the living room at 79 Wistful Vista, where fate is about to knock at the door, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
Who's that?
You heard the man. It's fate.
Oh. Come in, Fate.
Mr. Fragile live here?
Who?
Mr. Fragile. I got an express package for him. This is 79 Wistful Vista, ain't it?
That's right. Let's see the package. Oh, this says Mr. Fibber McGee. Oh, that fragile refers to the contents, sir.
Oh, excuse me. Sign for it right here, buddy.
Okay. There you are. Now, who's it from? Is there a return address?
Well, let me see. Oh, yeah, it's from Use No Hooks. Goodbye.
To Mr. Fragile from Use No Hooks. Oh, dear, where will this end up?
Well, what is the package, dearie?
Search me, it's insured for $800, so it couldn't be that model airplane kit I sent for.
Well, it's marked fragile. Maybe they sent a hostess with it. Say, I think I know what it is.
You do? What?
Well, you open it and see. It's a surprise.
Huh? A nice leather case.